Hey, what's happening, guys? Yeah, a couple years ago I picked up one of these Arduino all-in-one shields. What do they call it? Multifunction expansion development baseboard learning shield, whatever. Because I thought it was neat and it had a bunch of stuff on it. You've got some buttons and got a couple of hookups. And anyway, I played with it for a couple days, and I just really wasn't all that impressed. First of all, the quality wasn't that good. I had nothing but trouble getting the 7-segment LED block to work. Ended up having to reflow a bunch of the solder joints. It's just incredibly cheaply made, and as you can see, they're expensive. That's $15.99. So I thought back then I would start and design my own. Buying this DHT11. Pin number 4. So, wrong. Way back in, when did I do that? December 28th, 2019, I decided to start designing my own. And we came out with the first board, which is what you're seeing here, part of the video of doing that. And this is what it, kind of ended up looking like. You remember that video? I'll put a link to it down below. You can see what it looked like. It was okay. It had a thing for an OLED, a DHT11. Broke out some analog pins, gave you a bunch of LEDs. But, it still wasn't enough. So lately, I've been working on a newer version. So this is my newer version, and we'll take a little tour of what's going on here. We start out with the 2.1 millimeter barrel jack, and then we're going to a 7805. Why am I doing that when the Arduino has its own onboard voltage regulator? Well, it's kind of limited to about 40 milliamps per pin. This will give us a little more juice to go with. We got a reset switch down here. We've got 3 different LEDs you can play with, the yellow, a green, and a red, all with 1K current limiting resistors, and they are on PWM pins, so you can have PWM. We have 3 I2C ports, an SPI port. I broke out 2 more of the digital pins and 2 of the analog pins, and if we zoom in here, you can see that each one of these has its own ground 5-volt and pin connection. So you can plug your entire sensor, whatever you're using, right there into that. And then I've also done up 3 switches that are have 10K pull-ups on them. So when you click the switch, you put the pin to ground. And this is what that board kind of looks like. You see, I'm trying to make it easier for beginners. That's why I've been making this. So I put a little bit more information on it as to what I'm doing. I can't talk. So like here's a button for D4, and it says press to ground D4, and it just tells you what it does. And then down here we have we have LEDs on PWM 5, 6, and 9. Down here we have digital 2, digital 3, analog 0, and analog 1 broken out. And then up here we have our 3 I2Cs. There is our 7805. Where did I put the SPI? Oh, there's the SPI interface. And you can see I've labeled everything so you know exactly what you're dealing with. This is a 100 millimeter by 100 millimeter board. And if we take a look at a 3D view of this, I think it's a little bit neat looking. What I've done here is I've made the Arduino logo so that the copper layer shows through. And that's what it's going to look like. We got our 3 switches, we got 3 LEDs. We're going to put our jumpers in down here. We'll have jumpers here. There's our regulator with its capacitors and a reset button, and that's where the 12-volt 2.1 millimeter barrel jack will go. There you can see we have the ground plane in the back, and we also have a ground plane done up here, and that's what you see that little pink dashed line is. If you want to expose the copper, what you do is you put your graphic on the solder mask layer, then you make sure you pour a copper pour behind it, and then you'll get something that looks kind of like that. Just look pretty cool. And if you do gold fingers, it'll look even better. So that's what I'm working on, and I just wanted to share it with you guys, and hopefully we'll have it in I don't know, week or two. Shouldn't be too long. It's almost ready. Now, a lot of guys have asked me what software do I use, and when I'm dealing with PCBware, I can't really tell you guys. I use Easy EDA because, you know, that's their competitor, JLC PCB. But this video is not sponsored by them, so I can show you what I use. Why do I like it? Let me show you why I like it. Okay, say you come through here and you're building something and they don't have what you want. Well, you can go to the libraries and just put in you know, whatever you're looking for. Like for instance, like say you needed a 74 HC05. There we go. That's surface mount. Okay, well, all they have are surface mounts, but you know, in general, you can find your surface mounts and your through-hole pieces there as well. And if they don't have it, you could also go to LCSC and find what you're looking for there. So I just find out that for me, it works out really well. I like using it. It's easy. I like easy. I'm old. I don't want to work at things anymore. Anyway, that's it. I just want to share this with you guys. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, we'll be seeing these boards soon. Please feel free to like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. We're so close to 100,000. And please, check out the Teespring store. Get yourself a poster. They will be gone when we reach 100,000. They are limited quantity. If poster is too big for you, I've also got die-cut stickers. Die-cut stickers, not die-cast. They're not made out of metal. They're just cut with a metal die. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I can't talk anymore. I'm out. Peace. I want to thank you all for watching and spending time with me today. A community like this is something that we can all be very proud of. So again, thank you very much for all your support of Learn Electronics. Please feel free to check out the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask, and really helps keep the channel alive. We also have an Amazon shop where you can buy most of the items that you see on here, and there's a link to it down below.